Hey, it's Shane with GotRom.com. I want to address something that I see. It's a trend, which is something worth having, like flexibility, like mobility, and people are promising to deliver it to you in shorter and shorter periods of time. Get flexible in 2 minutes a day. Learn meditation in 5 minutes. Build an empire in 30 days. And I want to kind of just recalibrate and set some realistic expectations, because people will, purchase some of my programs, and usually I ask people to do 30, 60 minutes a day, most days of the week. So we're talking an hour of working on your mobility and flexibility most days of the week. But then they go on YouTube or something and they're like, get the splits in a minute or something ridiculous. So can you really improve your mobility in 2 minutes a day? Well, you can improve it, but you're not going to reach kind of the higher levels of getting things like the splits, the middle splits, the front splits, pancake splits, back bridge, head to toe, all these more advanced flexibility things. And, obviously we all know we live in this instant gratification culture, but it's good to kind of just check yourself every once in a while and realize that anything worth having cannot be gained in 2 minutes or 7-minute abs or whatever the case may be. Now, with that said, what if you really only have 2 minutes a day, like you just are in a crazy busy period of life, or 5 minutes a day or something? It's good to know that something is better than nothing. So if you only had 2 minutes to work on your flexibility and mobility and try to do something good for your body, here's what I would do. If I was in a phase of life where I had no time to dedicate towards it, I would do this. I would do a little bit of what's called in yoga downward dog, because it's going to work on your posture, your upper body posture, your upper back, and your shoulder range of motion, and counteract this negative postural thing that's happening to all of us by getting you opened up again. So a little bit of downward dog and a little bit of stretching of the hips and squatting. And you can do it in less than 2 minutes. I'll demonstrate it right now. We'll do something in less than 2 minutes. So if you're working all day long and you're like, okay, I've got this super brief period of time, here's what you do. Assuming you have the space to do it, I would come to a push-up position and I would push back into downward dog. Now from here you can bias different things. You can kind of bend the elbows a little bit and kind of drop the chest, which is going to get the upper back a little bit. You could straighten the legs and really push back to get the hamstrings a bit more. The other thing you can do is step forward and either have your knee on the ground and stretch your hip flexors. Step forward with the other side, knee on the ground or knee off the ground, and stretch your hip flexors in this way. So you're undoing the tightness in your hips from sitting. There's other things you can play with here, but we're just doing the 2-minute version. And the last thing you can do is just squat. Just get into a deep squat position, or whatever you can do, and just play around with this. Lift up, squat, wiggle around, go wider, stretch your groin in this way, stick one leg out to the side. Just flow and experiment. You don't have to be an expert. You don't even have to be doing what's technically a stretch or not. It's just whatever feels good to your body. So squat, hip flexor stretches, a little downward dog will do the body good, but know that you're not going to get your splits in 2 minutes, but 2 minutes is better than nothing, so give it a shot.
Yeah, be cool, just move with